It was the day before Easter Sunday on the island of Sodor. All of the engines were excited as they kept with the hustle and bustle, carrying passengers and a trainload of colorful paint for the Easter eggs. One day, the thin controller, Mr. Percival, came to see the engines. Good morning, everybody. Now, I have a very important announcement to make. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday. And you know what that means, right?
Oh, indeed, sir. Did you hear that, Rheneas? It's that time of year again.
Oh, indeed, Skarloey. It's the time of year when we collect some passengers and take them to the Sodor Easter Festival. And best of all, you might even get to see some children coloring Easter eggs, maybe even see a stage show. That's right. Now, once we get all of the supplies for tomorrow, all of you will have a good wash down for the festival. But as you and I know, usefulness comes before cleanliness. And yes, I'm of course talking about you, Duncan. And the thin controller left. All of the engines were excited, except of course for Duncan, who wasn't very happy. It's no fair, he complained.
Oy vey, here we go.
Everybody gets to have a good wash down before the celebration, but I'm the only one who gets to pick up all the dirty work. Heck, I'm not even polished yet. And Duncan huffed crossly away.
Well, by George, is he always like this? I'm afraid so, Bertram.
You see, Duncan is quite known to be, how do you say, short-tempered. This, of course, results in him being careless. And worst yet, getting him into all sorts of trouble.
In that case, we must act at once. So, what do we do?
Honestly, I have no idea. But for the time being, we'll just have to wait and let nature take its course. As Duncan was just about ready to leave, one of the troublesome trucks had a rather naughty idea.
Hey, when we get much closer to the yards, what do you say we pay him out?
Wouldn't that cause like a great big mess? I mean, Easter Sunday is tomorrow.
Well, what more do you want? We're troublesome trucks. I mean, it wouldn't hurt too bad to push this guy to the limit.
Suddenly, one of the trucks began to agree. As soon as the guard blew his whistle and waved his green flag, Duncan was ready to leave. At first, the troublesome trucks behaved well, but Duncan had bumped them so crossly that their plan to pay him back was about to be put to the test. Finally, the truck's chance had come.
Oi! What are you idiots doing back there?
And with bashing buffers, they pushed Duncan down the track. Streams of colorful oil trickled down all over Duncan. He was more dirty than hurt. But the troublesome trucks didn't seem to care. They were feeling rather pleased with themselves. Eventually, Skarloey and Rheneas were sent to help, and came as quickly as they could.
Oh, Duncan, now you see what that short temper has gotten you into? I knew that something like that would get you into all sorts of trouble.
Precisely. But Duncan didn't say anything. He only wished he wasn't feeling so confronted. Well, nevertheless, guess we better get to work clearing away the unhurt trucks and help Duncan back on the rails again. Back at the yards, Sir Handel and Peter Sam thought that Duncan looked quite funny. Wow, Duncan, said Sir Handel. I've heard of Easter eggs, but an Easter engine? You look perfect for the celebration, Duncan, smiled Peter Sam. Wow, an Easter egg on wheels, cried Rusty.
Disgraceful,
Bertram sniffed. Then the thin controller showed up. Well done, Skarloey and Rheneas. I knew I can count on you both. He then turned his attention towards Duncan. Fancy letting your trucks push you to the limit. I am surprised. Although you would look fabulous for an Easter engine, you're not fit to be seen. You must be cleaned at once. And finally, Skarloey, Rheneas, since you did such a fine job, how's about the both of yous take the eggs and the paint pots to the Easter festival instead? Wait, you mean that? Oh, thank you very much, sir.
Will do, sir.
The next day, all Duncan could do was watch Skarloey and Rheneas as they were ready for the annual Easter Sunday festival.